Hi, my name is Benjamin Katz and welcome back to the 48 Set Ice Cream Review, where today I'm at Duchessa Gelato in Fargo, North Dakota, trying the two flavors, caramel Gouda and carrot cake. Now, this is a location within a larger sort of shopping area in Brewhalla, so it's a bit hard to find, although if you go in the main door, it's just down the hall. Let's get started with caramel Gouda. Yeah. I have to give major props to this flavor. It kind of pulls like Gouda. It's a bit chewy in the mouth, kind of like a cheese. And you are getting that funky, smoky taste of Gouda, which complements beautifully with the caramel, giving it a very well-rounded mouthfeel and a great sort of flow on the palate. This flavor is starting off strong with the caramel, right? When you bite into it, you're getting a lot of that rich caramel sweetness. And then it sort of fades into the smoky Gouda flavor. And then the back palate is finished off with the remainder of the sweetness. I think it's a great flavor. And it's almost like having a charcuterie board in an ice cream. All right, let's move next to the carrot cake. I love the way this flavor looks because you actually see little crumbles of carrot cake, little shreds of carrot, and a good smattering of little bits that look like nutmeg and other spices. So it certainly looks like a carrot cake blended into an ice cream, or gelato in this case. Hot take, this is what ice cream cake should be. I love, the format of an ice cream cake, sure, but it's unwieldy. It's not that easy to eat, and it doesn't provide that good of a flavor. This has actual cake mixed into it. You're tasting the confectionery elements while also getting a great, well-balanced ice cream flavor. The carrot cake flavor is, of course, strong and powerful, but the addition of extra flavoring into the ice cream base makes it all the better. I would love to see an ice cream shop open up that's exclusively cake-based ice creams. I think that could be an interesting concept. Of course, you have your classic birthday cake, but you'd also get your carrot cake, your velvet cake, your Dutch chocolate cake, your German chocolate cake, you can even add like tiramisu and other forms of tiered pastries to it. I think that could be a great idea for a store. It won't be one that I'll open up personally, but anyone is welcome to take it and run with it. All right, let's try these two flavors together now and see what happens. The caramel adds a nice sweetness. The Gouda adds that classic Gouda flavor to the carrot cake. The carrot cake is a more overwhelming flavor, but it doesn't get detracted by the addition of the caramel Gouda. I think it's a good combination. I would prefer each individually because they offer different things. Together, it's just sort of a mishmash, so it's not as cohesive as I would want it to be, but still, it's not a terrible combo. I want to talk about the location for a second because I love places like Brewhalla, which offer a community hall area where a bunch of smaller businesses that may not have the ability to draw enough customers in on their own get to come together and create a more encouraging space for people to enter. Sure, it means there's going to be a large parking lot, and it's going to be a bit strange to drive up to it, engage with it, then drive away. But Brewhalla is also attached to a hotel. So it's providing additional services for the people going to the hotel. I think the strategy is a good one to take, especially in a place like Fargo, which is very fragmented as a city. There's, of course, a city center, but outside of it, it's just sprawling suburbs and centers of commerce. I think Brewhalla is a great value for anyone in the area and anyone in the city, because there's a dog treat store, there's confectionaries, there's coffee, there's clothes, there's ice cream. There are a bunch of different categories of product you wouldn't think would work together, and yet together they create an ecosystem which is viable and stands on its own and offers good value. So I appreciate the fact that Brewhalla enables an ice cream shop like Duchessa to exist and to serve ice cream at the price that it does. This was $5.50, so it's decently pricey, but it is gelato, so you're pretty much always going to get less overall volume for a bit more money. But it is denser and richer, so I think the trade-offs are worth it, in my opinion. And so that brings me to my closing thoughts. Within a community commerce hall brouhaha, there is Duchessa Gelato, who's serving a good variety of unique and fun flavors. It's about $5.50 for a single size, and they don't seem to offer more sizes beyond that. But I think the flavors and the value that they're proposing more than make up for the price. If I'm in Fargo, North Dakota again, I'll absolutely stop by Duchessa again, because there are many more flavors on that list that I did not get to try and that I would have loved to. So you did a great job, Duchessa, and I'm looking forward to coming again. If you like this video and want to see more like it, consider subscribing, or go to findfolksmarketing.com for more on the journey. Thank you.